but I'm just gonna go with it. He'll steadily gain strength and magic up. Wow, that is interesting. Oh my god, you can see like how the enemies look different. And the enemy name is different. They changed it from Age of 510, Age of 512 I think, to Geo624. I mean, that's a pretty pointless renaming, but whatever. Oh, so is he in the front row? That probably is not good. And should I maybe I should help with this. It seems probably a good idea to not die immediately. I think he's dead. Yeah. Wow. Why does everything deal so much damage? You smell game over? How does it smell exactly? Does it smell sweet, bitter, spooky? What is with that many enemy skills? I kinda like it. You know, I have laser and Metro Magic already. But I also feel like I'm not gonna survive this battle for like any time. So that's a bit unfortunate, I feel. Wow, why is this so weak? Why didn't I even pay attention to how weak this is? Like, is it just physical attacks? What is this thing? Do I have to use, like, I don't know? Do I have to actually kill off the opt enemies? Yeah, I should do something else. Is he immune to gravity? I wouldn't know. He is. Okay. What about magic though? Yeah, I think I have to do something else here. Maybe he gets weaker as I kill off the opt enemies. That seems very possible actually. I feel that's how it works. Then again, that doesn't seem to like... Maybe he gets just weaker with every time they die. I think that's just how it works. I guess I'll find out. Yeah, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube eventually. Yeah, that's how it works, as I thought. Every time you kill off the opt enemies, his defense and magic defense lowers. So this makes a lot of more sense. This makes a lot of sense now. I finally figured something out on my own. Amazing. I should probably buy more potions. I'm running out of potions. I don't like that. This is the new threat mods. It's a hardcore mods. This is version 1.4. I guess that's what you're asking. You know, it seems I've reached the limit though as to how much I can weaken the defense. Because grenades can't seem to deal more than 72 damage. Hey Softcore, how are you? But if I kill the minions, I don't get turns, so they can't damage me. It's kind of a way of, you know, defending by making sure they don't get turns. I mean, even though they're revived, because they die first, they don't actually get to attack me. So it's kind of a way to take less damage. Oh, this wasn't too bad. Well, I mean, this is not necessarily primordially a hardcore mod. It makes the game harder, but it also just adds new features. It's not really, you know, first and foremost a hardcore mod, but it does make the game harder, but it's still very possible to beat the game and all. But if you just want to have like a really hard time playing the game, you can just try other mods. Like, there's something called Gyro's hardcore mod, which is more a hardcore mod than like a game rebalance. I probably should have equipped that before the battle, but well, it's really unfortunate. Oh, I could maybe get stuff here. Yeah, let's always get stuff. If you talk to this guy, you get a missable 68 keycards. I mean, it has basically no use, but it's missable. So there you go. No, I haven't actually set up a donation tracker for my PS4 acquiring. I mean, I haven't like set out to like get one yet, so I don't know. Maybe I should do that in the future. But no, nothing like specifically to get me a PS4. I haven't even like mentioned it though, so. Yeah, that's kind of the only reason why I would want to get a PS4 for FF15 and the FF7 remake. I don't really have anything else I want to play on the PS4, to be honest. So, that's kind of why I might want to get a PS4. And also why I don't have one yet, because the games aren't even out yet. Star Ocean 5? I don't even know that game, to be honest. I mean, I know there's like a Star Ocean series, but I haven't really heard much about Star Ocean 5. It's funny how President Shinra wasn't changed. His clothes color... The color of his clothes hasn't even been altered. It seems very unlike SegaChief. I really like this, you know, they couldn't even like put the entire thing in that text box, so you can't even read doing. You can only read is... That's funny. Isn't it funny how they must be sleeping so tightly that they can't even open? They can't even hear like the door opening. Like, I mean, they're like in some kind of weird prison and they just sleep so tight they don't even hear that. Well, what do you think are the other contenders for like highest percentage of chat lurkers? I don't know. I don't really know if like any other people have such a high level of just, I don't know, sleepiness. I mean, to be fair, I can understand how it works. Like, most of my streams are actually really long, and you know, people apparently tell me that apparently they most of the time they just fall asleep to my streams or just sleep to it. So it makes sense, but I don't know. It seems like a pretty unique constellation. Maybe I should save, actually. Maybe I should do that. I guess that's true. Oh, I could have saved just here. Why did I think of that? Well, when do I even ever discuss menstruation? I didn't really discuss menstruation. Just earlier I mentioned that this playthrough will probably take me a long time, aka many menstruation cycles. I don't know, is that too offensive as a reference? You know, I could just have said many moons, many months, many weeks. I don't know. I just felt that that would be a good synonym for a long time. Many beard cycles. What exactly is a beard cycle? Like how long it takes you once you like shave to regrow your beards? That's like, I don't know. That's not very long, is it? Like 2 weeks at most. I mean, depending on what kind of beards you want to have, but I don't know. You know, after some time, you can only really get to like some kind of beards fanciness competition, or just some kind of, I don't know, weird cult if your beard is too long. That's really all you can make out of really long beards. Oh, save the game. You actually have chosen, you're given the option to save. That's quite neat, I like that. I remember this woman from the last playthrough. Oh, she actually sells stuff. That's also quite neat. What does that even mean, time to get dirty? I don't know what this item does. This description isn't very helpful either. This could be like anything. I have no idea what the dirty bomb does. I could probably find out. Oh, it does blindness? Is this a slow one? Well, it's not intentionally a slow one or a speed one. This is like a casual, medium pace one. How about that? Hey Lunica. Also, I read your poem, Punk, but I couldn't really relate to your poem. So there's that. Now, should I actually sell my ethers? Because I could, well, what should I even buy? I'm not sure. I guess I'm just gonna equip some stuff now. Also, why is he in front row? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, luck plus 20, is that really helpful though? Not sure. Yeah, I think I have enough grenades though. I still have, yes, there's some differences. What I already noticed that in this mods, in save points, you can choose if you want to turn on when in battles or not. So you can actually toggle when in battles in save points. That is extremely convenient. But yeah, there are probably many differences. I haven't really studied the changelog though, so I can't really tell you about all of them. Yeah, this is a new merchant. This is some kind of, I don't know, NPC hooker, hobo woman or something. But this was only in last version of this mods. Why do I call it Lickitung? Because I like the name Lickitung. It's like my favorite Pokemon. So, you know. Don't you like Lickitung as well? It's a great name. Wouldn't you agree? Hey Corn. Thank you. Are you saying that you know what it's called in German? Even though it's not spelled Schlop or Schlup, but it's like spelled the mixture of those two, like you are. But how do you even know what Licktung's German name is? I'm impressed. A little bit. You know, I have some material, but I don't really know what I should equip. Because I don't really know what's gonna help me. I think I should probably go for Barrier again. Barrier has helped me quite a bit so far. And probably also Restore. Beyond that though, I don't really know. And probably also Lightning. This seems not too bad. I like this. The omelets taste good. I don't think they have any taste. They're like dry oatmeal. Who are those people you don't know? Well, if you like go away for like a year or so, some people die. And then there's like babies who are reborn, and people are clones, and like androids appear from the future. So there's always like new people who happen to come by, and others just die or like, I don't know, explode and stuff. It's kind of like a cycle of life in my Twitch ads. I mean, for the longest time I thought you had died as well, but then I realized you haven't died. So that's quite surprising. You know, also in the time you were gone, I started many exciting new ventures. Like, yes, I actually have like a Discord channel now that is like another step up in my musical career. Like, you can actually like do that kind of duet thing more easily on that. I mean, I still use Skype, but I feel Discord is just made way more convenient. maybe you should look into that. And like, I think half a year ago, about 25 weeks ago, I started writing subscriber PMs. Like, you can like, if you're like a partner on Twitch, you can actually like write Twitch PMs just to your subscribers. And I also started doing that, so I'm like, I don't know, a poet of some kinds. Oh, so why do you spell my name like that? You know, speaking of duets, I haven't really had any in a while. Maybe we should try that again. Yes, there's very many new bosses. I'm not sure if there's any like new weapons, as in like weapon enemies, but there's certain like new bosses, new side quests and stuff. But I think like no new weapons, but a lot of like options for bosses, I guess. Hey, Beachwoods. I think Metallica is gone. He's not here all the time, you know. What exactly have you done for years? You mean, you mean singing? I should probably just use grenades. It seems like I could do more damage with that. Oh, you mean that? Yeah, I remember that. I'm not really sure how I feel about it though. Yeah, I mean the spelling of kindness with an I instead of an O. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's a bit weird. So, dual is inverse region. It just slowly makes your HP tick down, and the region would makes you slowly take your HP edge up. It's like inverse region, and it's a very common status effect in this mod. You will see it a lot. I don't say like kindness, I say kindness. Can't you hear the difference? I wonder if Mind Blow is different in this mod. Maybe I should just try it. And hey, thank you so much, Super Shaker. I hope you're good. Thank you. Should I just use that? Not sure. That's kind of what I expected actually. Did nothing. well, it's called New Threat Mods, and it's essentially an FF7 hardcore mods. Even though it's not the main focus of it, there's no command for that. It's like an FF7 mods that change the gameplay, makes the game more, in a way harder, but also like it changes the entire gameplay to make it more like a class with like a job system, where your characters are more balanced, or while they're imbalanced, they have like unique character traits and stats and stuff. It's a pretty comprehensive mod and I like it, and maybe you should give it a try if you like this game. It's really a very, very nice mod. I've played various FF7 mods, and this I think is my favorite so far. You know, even though also this is a poverty mod, you know, this mod will pretty much always be short on gil, but that's a side point. Unfortunately, I just turned off Tunabot today because I'm not really, you know, I don't really have a need to use it. So sadly, there's no commands working right now. I sound different. Maybe your ears just stopped working correctly. I feel your ears just stopped working. No offense though. Well, I slept for a very long time. Like, I slept like 14 hours a day. And that is kind of scary actually. But I don't know how that should affect my voice. So this thing hasn't actually died yet. It seems to have a lot of HP actually. I don't really like that. I mean, I haven't really done too much damage, but this thing also has a lot of HP it seems. Maybe I should use Magic Barrier. That seems like I should maybe look into that. Oh, it died. Interesting. Oh my god, there's two. Yeah, I remember there's two of those. I remember that, actually. How could I forget about that? Yeah, this is the Steam version, but you have to modify it. It's rather simple though. And I'm slowly running out of MP. I don't really like that. I'm kinda glad I didn't sell my ethers, because I need them now. Yeah, there's like an entire site devoted to FF7 mods, called quim.com. Just Google FF7 mods, I think you'll find it. There's really a lot of FF7 mods actually, and I kind of like most of them, like the gameplay ones. Not so much like graphical mods, but there's indeed quite a lot of those mods. This sucks. Yeah, this is SegaChief's. Yes, that's the idea. That's unfortunate. Maybe. I'm not really sure yet. Who is he exactly? Oh, you mean SegaChief? Oh, well, maybe he isn't even here. You know, SegaChief isn't exactly like one of my... I don't know. He's like a person of his own. I can't just summon SegaChief to come into my streams, can I? I don't think that's how it works. Yeah, Aerith died, which is really unfortunate. Okay, this thing is dead. That is good. Because I was really running out of, you know, now that only one is remaining, it seems I can, like, get some stuff accomplished. Oh, hey Strahl, and well, thank you so much. I think that's the longest I've seen. I mean, apparently you're like the second longest, but only you seem to actually get those fancy notifications. And hey, have you gotten to this mystery of whatever happened to the FF9 Steam release and why it hasn't actually occurred yet? Yeah, I too. I have no idea what happened, but it certainly hasn't happened yet. I mean, I initially thought they just did it so they could sell more mobile games, like the mobile version of it, because if they released both of them at the same time, I guess no one would really want to buy the mobile version, but like this, since the mobile version is the only version out, people might be tempted to just buy the mobile version even though they don't really want to do that. But I feel that by now, they might have already sold enough of that, and you know, I kind of want to just buy the Steam version. I don't really want to buy a mobile game. I don't really care for the mobile version anyway. Can I save? Doesn't really seem so. Oh wait, I could save. Why didn't I save? Does this even help me though? I'm not so sure. Oh, I found the switch button. That's really important. Well, you can always blame SegaChief. I guess that's a valid blame. I don't know if you can mod a whipped version. I have no idea. I guess you can. Not sure though. Have there been any McDonald's fires near me recently? I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't really know for sure, but you know, I haven't really been sued with arson or anything like that, so I guess that's a good sign. Maybe I should have used... Oh my god. This is really sucking. Maybe I should have used bio, like, immediately. Maybe. Probably. It's always too late. Why would there be exactly? Why would there be? I have no idea. Well, I still find that hilarious, but I mean that doesn't really cause fires, does it? Just finding things hilarious. It doesn't really make things happen, does it? I mean, to be fair, it's pretty funny, isn't it? Imagining you see like a McDonald's on fire, like burning down to the ground. To me, that's really one of the most funny things I could even think of. You know, in Iceland, there actually is no more McDonald's. They closed, I think, in 2008. So some countries live without McDonald's. Quite fine, I think. Then again, it's Iceland. Might be just special. Well, how do you know if Iceland is fine or not? Have you been to Iceland? Are you Icelandic? Is your family Icelandic? Oh, he's dead. This wasn't really too hard, I would say. You know, I feel for this mod. I'm doing it surprisingly well, actually. Can I get something if I talk to him? Well, that's probably true, but Iceland is also a very cold country. Actually, that's not the president of Iceland, that's the prime minister of Iceland. That's not the president, but the prime minister of Iceland, you know. And also, well, you got the West kind of whites, but it's not the white person you're talking about. You know, maybe this is unusual, but personally, I have only ever eaten two types of burgers in my whole life. One of them is from McDonald's. The other one is like a like some kind of frozen burger, assembly tool burger. Like where I live, burger restaurants aren't really a thing. So I only really know two types of burgers. One of them McDonald's hamburger and like cheeseburger, and the other one a weird, like, frozen fast food burger from, like, a supermarket. I never had anything but those two types of burgers in my whole life. I don't really know what hamburger's supposed to even taste like, because I never really had a good one. Isn't that just tragic? Hey Sly, how are you? So I think I remember Motorball. Motorball I think is actually pretty hard. So I should probably be careful. You love butchering burgers? How exactly do you do that? Something fake is starting in France. What exactly do you mean by that? But please tell me more about the big thing happening in France. Like a beer concert? What exactly is it that's big in France right now? Revolution? What kind of revolution? You mean a French Revolution? Do they even have guillotines left? Wouldn't you need those for a French Revolution? I would assume so. Yeah, I already played this mod, but this is the latest version of this mod, which I haven't played. So I played this mod actually twice in the past. I finished it twice, but this is the newest version of it, and it has a couple of changes. Well, what kind of revolution even is that? Like, tell me about the revolution and what it entails exactly. Well, most European nations have no standing army. I mean, they're part of the, you know, the NATO, but... Well, why don't you tell me more about it, though? Like, do you mind telling me more? I'd like to always hear more of your interesting stories. Well, I think the biggest difference is that in this version of the mods, you can actually move random battles on save points. That wasn't in the last version, I'm pretty sure. So that's not very much of an easy visible choice, but an easily visible choice, a difference. But you can move random battles on save points. You can toggle them off. And that's a pretty huge thing if you ask me. Is this good? Not sure. Oh, I can't save? That kinda sucks. In 40 cities? Does France even have 40 cities? I thought there's only Paris and the West is like one city. I didn't even know France had 40 cities. That's the first news to me. Well, to be fair, France also has Monaco somewhere on it, but that's not really part of France. It's like an own country. Well, I guess they have like, I don't know, 50 cities maybe. Well, there's Paris, there's Lyon, there's Marseille, there's Nizza. Is that even in France? In France, Nizza could also be in Spain. No, that's in France. There's Cannes. There is Bordeaux. There is some other French sounding name for a French city. Probably oh, there's also Strasbourg. There's Strasbourg. There is Maybe on Alp sur Château on Verville? Something like that. Château Fontelœuf, Font Blanc, Front Grenadier, Marseille. I don't know. Is that even a name? Is that even anything? I'm not sure. Oh, Toulouse. Yeah, don't forget Toulouse. He's also called Rubicante. Yes, I already knew that, you know, that many things can be named after cities. I never questioned that. Just saying, I didn't even question that. Why are you telling me that? I already knew that. Tifa is kind of weak. We should probably just use grenades. You just grenade everything, I guess. Yeah, this is more like it. But why would I want to do that? Revolutions aren't really, you know, cozy and fun and stuff, are they? Revolutions are downright scary and things. No, it took so long because I got lost, and then I had to ask Chad where to go in Midgar. It was actually quite embarrassing. But what is the point of the revolution? Like, what is the revolution criticizing or trying to accomplish, you know? You didn't really tell me that. You just said there's revolution, but I didn't really understand what this is all about. You didn't really tell me that, you know? Am I happy? What kind of weird question is that anyway? Who's truly happy anyway? Well, I feel happiness is too much to ask for anyway. I mean, revolutions can't really make you happy, can they? They can only make you less unhappy, maybe, but it's not really happy. Well, no. There isn't really a deep reason for many things I do. I just don't like to go outside. It's cold and warm and the sun shines. People like... They might give you well, like a cold or cancer or I don't know, AIDS. They might give you like the looks and I don't know. They might give you like mad cow disease. People are dangerous and a threat to your health. So, I don't know. It's pretty safe in the inside worlds. And hey Zreka, how are you? No, I can actually order tuna from Amazon. I don't even have to leave my house, in theory. I still do it, but I could probably just stop doing that. Honestly. So what do you think of Julia's collaboration with Jack, by the way, Zreka? Did you see that? Because I did. And I'm not sure how I should feel about Jack and Julia in just one cooking show. The movie Surrogates? I haven't even heard of that movie, no. That seems interesting. I kinda like that movie plots. So, like, what happens in the end? Something exciting or unexpected? Please feel free to tell me all about it. I don't really think spoilers are bad. I like spoilers, give them all to me. Oh, it's dead. And I so carefully tried to get to Yaz. Now it doesn't even matter anymore. I feel so worthless. What do you have against the European Union? I don't know. I'm sure there's worse things than the European Union, to be honest. They have nice buildings, you know. They have those fancy futuristic looking buildings in Brussels and in Strasbourg. Are you saying they are not hideous? They're not hideous? You know, I still haven't died yet in this mod. If you discount the first time I died, because I didn't really knew what I was doing. I didn't really know what I was doing, so... No, Fuzzy is serious, but he's kind of weird, so just feel free to ignore him. You know, I don't mean to discredit him, but in an earlier story time of his, he talked about many other weird things. Oh really? People realize that the way of living ignores the things that made us human, like social interaction and emotion. Wow. But outside is spooky. Inside it's cozy, you know, outside it might wane. You might get a sunburn. Something that can't really happen inside. Like, why would you want to go outside if inside is just so much cozier? Anyway, this is calm. You know. Oh, yeah, this is where actually you get later find Juffy in the closets. Juffy comes out of the closets as Juffy. Oh, dude, why did I not? I think I could have skipped this entire thing. Do I want to reload? Maybe not. Well, at least you use like the official trolling icon, so people can realize you're trolling, you know. The cap face still, to this day, is a pretty good sign that you're not to be taken too seriously. Well, I don't really want to skip this though. I can show you the amazing, interesting parts of this side quest. Like, you know, Sephiroth doing stuff that's perfectly useless. Well, compared to the original game they actually did, I think you can actually control Sephiroth, I'm not sure, but there's a couple of small changes actually. Nothing huge, but oh, I can control him. I can summon stuff. Oh my god, yeah, let's fucking summon Bahamut, because we have like a lot of time to waste anyway. And he can summon. Oh my god, I can summon Odin. That's so amazing. Wow, that's just way too exciting right now. And I can use shitty magic. Wow. Should I use shitty magic or shitty summons? Too many choices. Let's go with shitty summons actually. Oh my god, what does he even have? He has like advanced shitty magic. I am not sure about that. Yes, you missed shitty magic and shitty summons. That is what you missed already. Well, I didn't really want to mention the UFO story, but I guess it's part of what I would call you weird out for. I guess you can call him a shitty wizard indeed. I wonder how strong his physical attack is actually. Yeah, this is like a legit fight actually, that's true. Oh wow, it's not too hard though. It's a small challenge, I guess. The UFO story. So apparently Fuzzy said that he saw like UFO. That is the entire story. There isn't really much to of a story to it. Yeah, I will probably upload this to YouTube eventually. I will probably do that, but probably first, I'll probably finish it first, and then I will upload it into YouTube, yes. You know, I really don't want to disparage you for your UFO story. You know, now that I've talked to you in person, your voice seems so soft. I don't really want to, you know, break you internally by making fun of your UFO story. Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, I made a Discord channel some time ago, and I talked to Fuzzy on the Discord channel, so I know what he sounds like, and I don't know. He seems like a pretty trollish person in chat, but when you talk to Fuzzy, he seems much softer, and his voice, than his words might make it seem. No offense though. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be an offense. If somebody sounds, I don't know. He sounds way more human than I expected. So what even does he have equipped? Oh, can't even move that. Well, how do you know if it's a compliment or not? Anything I say could mean anything, I guess. I mean, is it a compliment to be talked like to be called a hobo or a hooker? To you know, a hooker shoes, a hooker boots and hobo shoes are compliments. So you don't like Sweden? I think I got that earlier. So, what is your main concern with Sweden exactly? Is it because you're not from Sweden, but from the rival neighbor states? Well, actually, you know, he sounds rather like a tortured soul, like somebody who has gone to, I don't know, a lot of torture. What about Finland, though? What about Iceland? What is your view on Iceland? I mean, I don't mean you, Akon, I mean Punk, who said that he sounds like he thinks his internet persona is like. No, you just don't sound like you're tortured. I should probably just talk about whom I'm talking about. But I was referring to another person in this glorious chat by the name of Punk, who... Also, what is this music? It's like an extra sound effect in this. It sounds very, very ominous. Can you hear that? Wow, what the fuck is this? It sounds way spookier now. No, I can't tell it by your internet persona. I mean, it's difficult to detect that. Maybe your ears are just, you know, not working as I hypothesized earlier. You literally cannot hear that. There's like some kind of ominous beat. Like kinda like a disco beat from FF8, but only deeper. What do you sound like? Well, to be fair, I last talked to you like a long time ago. I don't really recall exactly what I thought or what you sound like. I think I remember what you sound like, but I don't really recall what I initially thought of it. I know I've talked to you, yes, but only once. Actually, I'm not sure if it's only once or maybe twice, but that was a long time ago. I don't know. You didn't sound like I expected you to sound like. I rarely think those things. Oh, I talked to you 3 times, are you sure? I don't know. I think if I talked to you 3 times, I would have mentioned it in my diary. You know, people I talked to 3 times on stream. but I don't really recall having written it down in my diary. Yeah, that was my tooth, by the way. That is my personal sound effect I make. I can repeat it if you want me to. Really? That seems like so much though. I think there's like a nut stuck in my tooth. It's kind of painful. Never mind. Yes, I should probably trademark it. You know, I wonder, does vitamin D deficiency make your teeth, I don't know, slowly dissolve? I can read haggis in there. That's confirmed for Scottish. I'm not even sure if haggis is legal in any other country than Scotland. Maybe just the UK entirely, but... Well, only because they say it's supposed to be pronounced Cetra. That doesn't mean you have to do it. I mean, Square Enix can't dictate the way you live your life, or say your FF7 words, can they? You should just fight the occupation and say those words the way you want to say them. Like Ketra instead of Cetra. Maybe even Shetra. I mean, why do you even care what Square Enix says? I feel you're just giving too much into what you might be expected to give into. Well, isn't the Japanese conscription though, isn't it like Setoa or something like that? So I guess Setra would make more sense. And once again, can't you hear like the sound effect here? There's some kind of ominous low bass volume. Like, can't you hear that? That's not in the original game, the original music file. It's very deep. It's like some kind of having Sounds like somebody's having like diarrhea or something. Some kind of stomach grumbling noise. Yes. This mod has like extra enemies, extra bosses, extra side quests. It has an entirely new gameplay system where your characters are more like have more like classes and jobs instead of being pretty much all even. Characters are like more imbalanced, they have like different strengths and weaknesses. I should really work on my slow clapping. Well, he might be, but I don't think he is doing that. Reverse slow clapping. Let's just call it that, yes. Yeah, I know, it's hard. My whole life has been hard. Thank you for your compassion. Why? Where would you store super powerful? Where would you do that? Like, where would you personally store a super powerful surveillance, if not in a power reactor? I don't know. Excuse me. So yeah, this is the pseudo-erotic Jeffrey comes out of the closet scene. I don't really know what this is meant to be, but all of a sudden it's like it's dark outside and it's night, and the characters are sleeping, and Jeffrey just emerges out of the closet, literally, and she steals your stuff because she can. She's Jeffrey. So Jeffrey stole our shit. No, this is not in the actual game. This is only in this mod. So yeah, this is why in this mod you can't really do Jeffrey warping because you're forced to get Jeffrey at this point. So there's no Jeffrey warping because Jeffrey is forcing your party at this point. Oh, I can use my limit break, yeah, let's do that. That wasn't even too shitty. Well, but you only have 3 in your party, the other 2 are just basically like enemies that help you. It's a pretty interesting mechanic for this fight, but you don't have 5 party members, you just have 3. The rest are just enemies that attack the other enemy. That's how it works. Oh, I guess that will not work. Why the fuck does this not work? Well, is it noon where you are now? This really was not. I got 1 gil. Isn't this just proof this is poverty mods? Because normally in the game when you get Juffy, you get about like, well, more than 1 gil, I think 600 gil or so. Can I just leave you? Well, as I said, it's just that the other 2 characters are just enemies, and they just happen to be like the position they are standing at to make it seem like they're in your party, but they're just other enemies that attack the other enemy Juffy. It's actually not that complicated. It just looks like it's really complicated, but you can do it rather easily. You just have like 2 other enemies, and they attack the other enemy. Also, what do I call Juffy? Somebody think of a great name until I have a great name. I didn't know names could be so hard. It's unfortunate, really. Peter. I like the name Peter. I'm not really sure why I should call it Peter, but Peter is a great name. I should probably go with Peter. I can only say I like Peter. Well, it's too late. It's Peter now. You know, it is probably a bit funny how Barrett is called Rebecca, and Jeffy's called Peter, but well, who cares? What are they even doing here? Why don't you talk to me, Peter? Talk to me, Peter. Oh. You know, she's been on party for like 10 seconds and she already complains about lack of excitement in her life. I have no idea yet. I just live my life one name by a time. One name at a time. I don't make those crazy long plans about naming characters. It's just way too advanced. You're hungry? Well, have you just tried ignoring your hunger? It's gonna go away eventually if you just ignore it long enough. You know, like somebody at your door. If you just long enough do nothing, it's gonna disappear all by itself. Peter's a great name for a boy or girl, particularly a girl. Hey, Egglicker. Can't afford anything. So unfortunate. Well, I don't know how you assumed I would pronounce your name. Egglicker is the closest I would get. Well, Omega-chan might reappear. He told me he would. Would he lie to me? Are you saying he would do such things? How vicious. Hey, Dr. Key. That person with glow in their name? Do you mean Dean Glow? There's many glow people, I guess. Do you have to be more specific? Egglicker? Oh, well, I didn't really see that coming. On a scale of 1 to 17.5. I like this unconventional scaling. Is it like a linear scale? A logarithmic scale? Like what kind of scale though? Like a linear? Yeah, I don't really like any German quote-unquote celebrities. I don't know, they don't really speak to me. I don't really get them. She's pretty awkward, like maybe like a 1.2. Oh, is she? I had no idea. I just don't really like... I mean, I know what kind of music she makes. It's horrible. Is there more you need to know? I don't think I'm meant to enjoy the music she produces. How much do I enjoy stale soda? Ah, that is a great question. Like, probably Wolfsberry Gateau. That's the kind of level of them on that scale. I haven't watched all of them, but probably half of them. They're kind of funny, aren't they? I feel you should watch more of them. They give you a pretty good idea of German television, don't they? No, of course I don't. Seriously, why would I know that? That's just silly. So I wonder how this goes. Oh my god, it looks different. It looks like it's called Alpha Zolom. Wow. What a really clever twist on its name. Who would have thought? Wow, what the fuck, man? That was unexpected, mates. That is a lot of damage. I wonder if this kills it. Maybe? Maybe? Probably not. Too unfortunate. Zolom Flush? The attack sounds kind of funny though. Like a toilet flush. Is that what it's supposed to mean? Like, is the Zolom using toilets? Toilet flush? What a spooky thought. I mean, I'm not gonna fight this thing, obviously. I mean, I saved, I could just reload my save, because I don't want to heal. Healing is a waste of time, and money and things. So I'm just gonna get past it, without fighting it, of course. Hey Dan. Well, of course. I think it's pretty much out of the realm of realistic stuff that he would change this. You know, editing the FF7 world map mechanics is pretty much impossible. It's not impossible, but nobody ever did anything like that, so I don't see how he would have done it. And let's go back and just get the scene, because we can. Wow, it's not even... oh, never mind. I've always wondered how it's like stuck on this tree. I mean, how does that even happen? It's pretty weird to me. Also, I know there's a Turks fight coming up, so I'm just gonna get stuffy and then I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna save. Then I'm gonna go back in to fight the Turks. XP plus materia, interesting. No long range. What exactly is Maiden's Grace? I have no idea. Oh, there's nothing here. Oh, just the Wii name of Maiden's, I don't know, something else. So who should even be my party? I mean, I have to like kind of choose a party right now, don't I? And like, who should be my party? I have 5 characters, but I've only one key to my heart. Who's gonna get it? And who's gonna get seat in my party? Like the front or the back seats? So many questions and so few answers. Oh, I should probably take Juffy, because she's Juffy. I like this dexterity stuff, it's very fancy. She has throw, added effects, exits, interesting, enemy lure, and time. That's pretty interesting actually. So I wonder what her stats are like. She has a lot of dexterity. Not really strong. This is really confusing, like, what is she even good at? Is she a better magician than Clouds? That is really confusing. Hey, Clone. I'm good, how are you? Yeah, they actually have different stats in this mods. Exactly. Sure, you can slow clap with me, but not right now. I'm not in the slow clap phase of my life. Or this stream, maybe later. I'm gonna take Juffy, and also I'm gonna take, I don't know. I can't get rid of Clouds, I have to keep Clouds. But who's gonna get the third spots? Yes, I already have cover material. I also have counter attack. Who's gonna get it? I don't really know. Let's try this. Why is she Peter? It's a great name. Don't you want to call your daughter Peter? Or your wife Peter? Your grandmother Peter? I want to call everyone Peter, but I can't, so I just call Juffy Peter. No, I don't really need that either. I need somebody in Discord to tell me what I should eat next, but I don't think you can do that. So what should I give her? I'm gonna give Barrett's, I don't like how few slots it has though. Well, you know, some people can't even mention, they can't even like say what is Scandinavia. I mean, I don't know, it could be worse. It's difficult, you know. Choices and decisions are very hard on me. I have too much materia. It's difficult to make a decision, isn't it? Don't pretend like it's easy. It's not easy. It's so excruciatingly difficult. Can't you just feel how hard it is for me to make a decision? Don't you have no sympathy? Any sympathy? Anyway, yeah, isn't that confusing that Scandinavia is Norway, Denmark, Sweden? When I was young I thought it's actually just Norway, Sweden, Finland, not Denmark. And then there's the Nordic countries which include Finland and Iceland. You know, stuff and stuff. Then there's also, there's Latvia. No, there's Lithuania. Wait, Latvia? Not sure. Doesn't Latvia try to be a Nordic country? Or is that Lithuania? Sadly I forgot. What is the third Baltic country? I can't think of it right now. Forgot, so sad. What even does this attack? Oh, I see. Oh, Estonia. Well, of course Estonia. How could I forget about Estonia? Yeah, I meant Estonia. Yeah, only really Norway has any oil anyway. It's not like the other countries have a lot of oil. It's only Norway. How do you not even know that, Fuzzy? I'm shocked to be surprised by your ignorance. Do you even know that Norway has its own currency? As well as Sweden, but Finland uses the euro. Denmark uses its own currency. Iceland as well. Did you even know all of these things? I don't know if you knew. I'm just gonna assume you didn't. Well, actually they're called krona. You know, there's the Swedish krona, the Norwegian krona, the Danish krona, the Icelandic krona, and they're all different. They all have funny exchange rates as well. Oh my god, she killed her. Never mind. Yeah, I know that, but I don't know. It sounds fancier to say krona. Oh, I didn't even know they had burial. Interesting. Yes, she's called Peter. Isn't that great? Don't you just love it? Why would she have to have a beard? Because she's Peter? That's racist. That is super racist. It's so racist you can't even see it's racist. Obviously. It's racist to everybody called Peter, you know. It's racist to me because I feel so. This is a pretty slow fight. Nothing is really happening, it seems. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, Welsh sounds like a pretty spooky language to listen to. I mean, I've listened to various types of Scottish, and they require some advanced hearing. I think Welsh would just be too pro for my English level. I couldn't probably cope with it. There's too many Y's in that name. Yeah, this is a new threat mod only boss fight. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? He has Ouijan. Are you fucking crazy? You can't give him Ouijan. Oh my god, you're so fucking crazy. Maybe he doesn't have Ouijan, just Berserk. But it's pretty spooky. Oh really? That's really disturbing to hear. Yeah, it's quite interesting as a mod. You might maybe give it a try. I like this mod a lot. I mean, it's not my first time playing this mod. This is actually my third time, but this is the latest version of it, which I haven't played. So this explains it. This mod is actually quite updated. So this is just a new version of it I'm playing. And I got stuff. Stuff is really cool and stuff. I like stuff. You know, it's funny how Elena and Root have black suits, but Sang has a kind of like crimson suit, like a dark, ugly, hideous brown wet, like a rusty suit. I don't like the color. SegaChief has not appeared yet, no. Yeah, what the fuck was that? Oh my god, that's spooky. This is way too spooky, like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Something very spooky is about to happen, it seems. Oh my god. I should probably leave this. Oh my god, like, what the fuck? No, I just don't want to save. Oh my god, I can't even leave. Yeah, what? Somebody give Cloud new batteries. Wow. Oh, it's this part. Is that some kind of poem? I'm gonna come back later. Wow, so spooky. Seriously. And no, nothing happens. That's bad. Yeah, I already know how this works because I played through this mod before. But now nothing happens. How do I have to approach this thing? Like, why does nothing happen right now? Do I have to like go back to another room or something? I don't know. Doesn't really seem so. Oh, I can? That's interesting. So I don't have to actually, like, nothing happens there again? Oh, I see. That could explain it, yeah. But the next save one is like a lot, quite a low, like it's quite very far away. I have to actually fight Bottom's Whale first. Oh, I can go to I can go to the magical land of Fort Condor to use the save point there. That's just genius. What is this guy doing though? Yeah, thank you for reminding me of Fort Condor. Oh my god, I'm gonna save, then I'm gonna spend my money, my SP on some kind of drug binge with sauces. If I can just find the right button. Oh my god, I found the right button. I can wank Cloud up. Now what should Cloud get? Check character stats, great idea. So Cloud's... I need to remove his stuff though. To be, you know, unbiased. He has like shitty attack, shitty defense, shitty magic, and like shitty everything. Wow, that's really cool. His highest stat is his strength. His magic is not too bad. His dexterity sucks. His other stats are like, I don't know. They're all rather boring actually. Not too exciting. This is like an offensive guy. This is like an offensive guy. This seems like completely useless. And this seems kind of equally useless. This mod has been out for like a year, I think. But this latest version has been out for, I think, a couple of weeks. 1 or 2 weeks, I think. But this mod was, I think, out initially last year. Like, I think early last year, actually. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna go with that, because the rest is even more useless. wait. Where did all my sources come from? Oh, I can wank up Barrett's. No, this is like a strength-based. Let's check Barrett's stuff first. Let's check Barrett's junk and stuff like that to see what he's into. Well, nice to hear what you would have picked. Then again, you're not me, so why do I even care? He has shitty magic. He has somewhat high vitality and spirits. I guess I should make him an even stronger tank. His strength is okay. Maybe I should capitalize on that. So this seems useless. Magic is garbage. This seems interesting. This seems perfectly useless. Who the fuck would even choose that? Why would you want to increase his magic? That makes no sense. I think I'm gonna go with this. This makes the most sense. You know, I feel like this is like the most conventional choice though. I don't know if I should like this. This is like way too conventional, I feel. Well, you know, in FF7, luck affects only 3 things. Your critical hit rate, like how often you get crits. Your evasion, like how often you can evade physical attacks, and your accuracy, how often you can actually hit physical attacks. It doesn't really do anything else than that. It doesn't affect your steal rate or anything like that. So this is garbage. What is garbage into? Let's check on garbage. Okay, garbage stats are very high attack, very high strength, quite high dexterity. Yeah, you have to spend them exactly. You can't just leave. You have to use them. Weak vitality, weak spirits, okay magic, and low luck. So she's actually very, very fragile, but also kind of strong and fast. Now this seems interesting. Now this seems weird. This doesn't make any sense. This is like a somewhat more defensive approach, whereas this one is like more offensive actually. Let's go with let's go with this one. I mean, I can show you what happens if I try to leave. Oh no, that won't do at all. You have to actually use them all up, you see? So you can't just leave some. That's exactly what happens. Oh look, I can also level her up. But I have to check on her first to see what she's into and stuff like that. So what about her stats? She has weak attack, low dexterity, low vitality, but a very quite high magic, a high spirit, and also surprisingly high luck. Well, this is the new threat mods feature. That's why you probably have never seen it. This is only in this new mods called New Threat Mods. Well, even you could make a mod fuzzy. Isn't that what you're trying to get out of me? Well, I'm gonna maximize, you know, I'm gonna take this really seriously and look into all the characters and their amazing stats and stuff to make sure I don't really, you know, I feel I have to like do something positive for once and try to actually like, you know, make the game easy on me, not harder. No, it doesn't crit all the time, but the thing about a weapon is that it heals the character, so it actually heals the whoever is hit by it. That's kind of the opposite of attacking. That's why it has such a high attack accuracy. So to make sure you can hit and heal most often. Well, I guess I would do play your mods, yes, because you're my special friends, and I would play your special mods, exactly. So anyway, her stats are mostly centered around magic and spirits. The rest is useless. So yeah, this seems like the most conventional choice. Like, who would choose set 4? This doesn't make any sense to me. What about this though? I mean, magic is of course what you want to have, but do you want to have more magic and dexterity and luck? Or do you rather want to have vitality and spirits, or spirit and dexterity? Those are all quite valid choices, I feel. But I'm gonna go with this actually. So can I do anything else, or am I done yet? I think I'm done. Oh no, I can even level up Lickitung, amazing. So let's check Lickitung's stats. All this stat checking, so much checking. Okay, his stats... they seem quite balanced actually. He has... low luck, somewhat low vitality and spirits. He has a average strength and dexterity and a somewhat high magic. Overall, he's actually pretty balanced, I mean. I'm not really sure what to do here, actually. I'm really not so sure. This seems balanced. And this is more weird. Let's go with that actually. I think I can't level up Jaffa yet because he hasn't actually done anything yet. Oh, I can? Wow, I'm surprised. I will actually look at her stats, of course, first and see what she can and cannot, and those things. That's a 40 boost, though. I have to take that into consideration. So her stats, she has extremely high dexterity, partly because of her equipment, though. She has high strength and high magic. She has extremely low vitality and spirit, though, and also quite low luck. So she's kind of like Tifa. She has high offensive, high dexterity, but really low defense. Isn't there a name for that, like glass cannon, or like a toilet brush? I'm not sure. One of those two things it's called. So what should I do? I want to increase... I'm not sure. This seems weird to me. Why do you want to increase her spirit? Her spirit is useless. Her choices seem actually very weird. Like, this is good for magic and dexterity, and well, this might be actually a good idea. This one, her luck doesn't really matter so much, I think. I mean, this one seems promising. This one, I don't really know. This one, like, luck is useless, spirit is useless, vitality is useless. That means only this one is not really useless, so I'm gonna choose this. I actually like my choices. I didn't really expect that. Anyway, I will actually look into the shop section here, see what they have to offer. Why can't they sell stuff? What the fuck is wrong with them? What kind of shop doesn't sell stuff? Like, what do you think they are, the real worlds? Where there's like opening close times? That's just crazy. Hey NWO. Is that short for New World Order? Well, I know my acronyms. Surprisingly, sometimes I do. So I'm gonna save here and continue another time. For some reason I probably should have started the stream like a long time ago, but I haven't, and no, I have to go to bed and sleep and dream and I don't know, these things. So good luck with your life that you have to leave without me, because I'm gonna stop the stream now. So bon appetit and happy cooking.